Hey, what's up y'all? In today's video, as you can see, I bought the new BLOXBURG Prebuilt. This is a $90,000 kind of like starter home, honestly, because it's not that big, but I mean it's pretty cute. Like, look at the backyard, it's really detailed. We have the trims on the roof and the windows. I don't know if these are like custom windows or if these are like resized. I think these are resized windows. Here we have the backyard. As you can see, it's pretty spacious, and this is a little garage for one car, and we also have this kind of like porch here on the driveway. We could even store like 3 cars over here. Yeah, this is the front lawn with the flamingos. I've never seen anybody use these decorations, so it's pretty cool that these are here. And yeah, I'm not gonna go like that deep into the house because I already know a lot of y'all have seen it. But yeah, this is the living room. It's kind of like an open concept. It's also retro, but my renovation is gonna be so, well, not that modern, but it is gonna be kind of contemporary, so y'all have been warned. Okay, this is gonna be pretty different. But yeah, this is the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty cute. I love the layout. It's so cozy with kind of like this island. And look up here, we have a lot of storage and like decorations. Like even this window, look at it. I love this little setup with the soaps and the sponge. And yeah, we have the laundry machine and the fridge. This is also kind of realistic. This first door leads into the master bedroom. Again, pretty cozy. I love that there's detail everywhere, literally. The curtains and the wall trims and the lamps are even kind of like painted with this texture. Over here we have a closet space and a storage unit, and this is the bathroom. Oh my gosh, okay, I love that they're using kind of like a vibrant color. This is definitely not for me, but I do love how they implemented it in this house. Oh my god, look at this. It's kind of like outlined by this trim, which that looks pretty good and makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we have the shower, and last but not least we have the kids bedroom over here, again with the blue, but it looks super cool. And yeah, it looks pretty cozy. We even have a computer over here, so we should definitely keep it. And yeah, with this being said, let's start renovating this house. Okay y'all, I'm gonna tell you something, and I feel like this house does not need a renovation. Honestly, it's pretty good like this. I think it's one of the first pre-builds that I have that opinion on. Like, I feel like this pre-build, it's perfect. The price, and it uses no game passes, like no game passes at all, which is crazy. That's why probably my take on this house, it's not gonna look as good, because this house even has some intention behind it. Like as you can see, it's kind of retro and vintage, and mine is not gonna be that. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I just love renovating houses anyway. I feel like it's so much fun. I would say that I like renovating houses more than building houses, you know, from scratch. Okay, there's the roof. Now I'm gonna paint the walls. I'm gonna kind of go in order. I'm not gonna rush it. Just gonna paint these walls first, and also this wall trim. It, as you can see, it's kind of like the same vibes. We're gonna keep the wall trim on the outside with the brick. Honestly, we're also gonna keep the same layout on the inside because it makes so much sense, but obviously the furniture is gonna change. Okay, let's paint this wall trim the same color as the walls. The chimney, oh, I deleted it. I think there was some sort of chimney up here. Which one was it? I think it was this one. I think it looked like this. I don't know. Oh, I also custom made these windows, so they look kind of like the windows that are on this house, but they're obviously not the same. Wait, what is going on? Why? Oh, I think it's because of the curtains, but it wasn't letting me put the windows. Okay, that looks kind of cute. I was also thinking I'm gonna keep the red door. It's kind of crazy. Maybe we can change the shade a bit, just a tiny bit. Still gonna be red though. Wait, I have a few red colors here on my color palette. Okay, that looks more subtle. I like it. I'm obviously gonna keep the flamingos, y'all, but I am gonna change a bit of the landscaping. I'm gonna leave, for example, I'm just gonna switch the type of 3 over here, but I'm gonna leave the bushes and stuff. I'm just gonna replace them with kind of like different gardening items and resize these a bit. Okay, I'm also gonna change a bit of the color on this pebble, so it's gonna be a bit darker, and I'm also gonna change the color of these stepping stones. I was thinking I'm gonna do shingles for those stepping stones. I don't know if this would be a realistic texture to do, like a realistic material, but I definitely like how it looks on this house. Okay, this is not looking too bad. I mean, not too different. As you can see, the structure is still the same, which is great, and is definitely what I was aiming for with this renovation. Okay, I'm gonna add another tree over here. Maybe we should resize this other tree just so it looks more balanced. So yeah, that looks cute. And let's finish decorating these flower beds. Oh, we can maybe add some landscape uplight around this pathway. Okay, that looks good. That looks very modern. Goes well with this house. Wait, I'm gonna try and do something just for funsies. But would some sort of fence work if I put it like that? And then I can put some landscaping in front of the fence. Just so this part of the front lawn looks a bit... Okay, y'all, we're making some progress. It's definitely taking longer than I expected this video to be, because I feel like I'm already on the 20-minute mark for this video and I'm still painting the outside. Like, can you hurry up a bit? Okay, you guys, so this is what we have so far for the exterior. As you can see, I changed the roof, the colors, the windows, and a little bit of the landscaping, but in general still the same layout of the house and the same exterior. I haven't really changed any walls, which is great because this house is really cute like this. So yeah, let's now work on the interior. Okay, you guys, let's work on the interior now. I feel like it's been such a long time since I don't renovate a house this way, meaning that every single time I renovated a house in the past, I usually didn't change any of the layout and stuff. So it's kind of like a throwback. Okay, so for this interior, I want to have white walls, obviously. I don't know if this is the right choice of white that I want to do, but I'm gonna leave it. I love how the lights, as you can see, are kind of like in a corner. They're very subtle placed. So we're gonna do that. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this wall trim. It's kind of cute, but I may delete it because I don't know if it goes well with the style that we're going for. Let's also paint the floors. It's gonna be this very typical shade of wood that I always do. Wait, I think there's like 2 floors. Since I said in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna try and not change a lot of the furniture or add any other piece of furniture. Like, I want to keep the same amount of furniture but change the style of it, you know? So first of all, I'm gonna change this couch, the stylish couch. I don't know if it's called like that. Yeah, stylish sofa. Then I was thinking, I feel like this coffee table is a bit big, so I'm gonna put the ottomans in the middle. So these are gonna work as a table, but you could also use them as an ottoman, obviously. I feel like this happens a lot in real life because in my IRL house, we have something like this. We have like the living room and in the middle, there's not a cafe table, but like a really big ottoman. Okay, so for this ottoman, I want to do some sort of like green accent on the inside. So maybe we can do the green that we're doing for the exterior, kind of like the landscaping, but just adjust the shade a bit. So I think it's gonna be like this. Wait, since we have a wall trim on this wall, what if we only replace it for one of these wall trims that we have on the game? Oh my god, it's been a minute since I didn't use these. I think I only used them like once and I never used them again. And it's pretty weird because it's an item that I've been wanting to see in Bloxburg for a long time. I don't know if I want to keep this fireplace. I honestly do like how it looks like, and it obviously makes a lot of sense because in the exterior we have this. Oh my god, it's a bookshelf. What? This is so smart. I gotta admit it, it's so smart, but I'm gonna delete it because this is gonna open up the space even more. So yeah, you can see we have this whole wall to put things on. Okay, obviously I'm gonna put the TV over here, but I am gonna put it on a little kind of like console table instead of a fireplace. So I think I'm gonna do the mid-century one. This one's super cute. And since this table is kind of expensive, I'm gonna do a cheaper TV. So I'm gonna do the smaller one, which is still pretty cute. This is kind of like a starter house anyways. Let's also do some sort of decoration on top of the TV. I'm gonna do that painting, and just to top it off, I'm gonna add one of these display lights. We can still do some sort of like bench over here. Originally we had like some tables, but I am gonna replace it with an actual bench. I don't know how this is gonna look though, so I'm gonna put a basic shape in front of it, so it's kind of like built in, like so. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty similar to what we had, so there's not a lot of change obviously. Oh my god, we should use the same with the towels. I think it was the towels. Oh yeah, you can resize these. Wait, that is super cool. I'm gonna try and use them, but can't put them any, like, as you can see, it kind of doesn't let me put the curtains, so I have to put them this high up. But anyways, that looks cute, period. Okay, I'm gonna now work on the little like dining room. So let's delete everything. And for this dining room, wait, let me see if I can delete. Okay, if I delete that like frame or door frame, this looks more open, but I also love how it's kind of cozier this way with the door frame, so I'm gonna leave it. But I am gonna put a round table just to make it a bit different. I don't know how I could change this little dining room, so yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna do these industrial chairs. They kind of fit with the style. Oh, this is a very small space. Maybe if I put the table like this, it's gonna look different, cute. Okay, we're also gonna do some sort of color palette that matches what we have on the living room. This, ooh, a black table. Wait, with the granite. Okay, that eats. That definitely devours. As I usually do in my videos, I'm just gonna add kind of like the base decorations and furniture for the house, and I am gonna decorate the house a bit more off camera, but I don't know if that's gonna happen in this video because as you can see, the renovation it's more limited, so we don't have to put that much stuff anyways. Okay, also that's kind of like the living room, dining room area. We shall now work on the kitchen, which is my favorite part. I don't want to change a lot of this kitchen because it's super cute. I love the layout of it. Maybe I'm gonna keep the cabinets. That could be a good idea, but I am obviously gonna change the colors. What did we do? Oh my gosh, we shall do green cabinets for today. I honestly feel like we could have not done anything to this kitchen anyways because of the space. And what I mean by this is that, oh, okay, so this is a counter. I thought it was a basic shape. I thought this counter was made out of basic shape, so that's why it was kind of like for the counter to be between the stove and the door, you know? But what I mean by this is that I cannot probably change this cabinets because then there's not gonna be this little cabinet over here and it's not gonna be the same, you know, it's not gonna be the same vibe. So I'm just gonna leave the cabinets as they are. I'm just gonna delete these books inside and I'm probably gonna replace them with different decorations because I don't really like how that looks. Okay, what is it? Are these like basic shapes or something? I don't know what that is. I guess it's basic shapes, but since this is a pre-built, I think you obviously have restrictions for these pre-builds, but you aren't that limited, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna add the wall trim over here, and let's see. I don't even know what to work on anymore. Serious question, should I delete these shelves and leave it kind of empty on the top part of the kitchen? Maybe? Oh my gosh, I don't know, because we did have some decorations on those shelves, but I feel like this way it looks more modern, which is what we're looking for in this house basically, so I guess that's fine. Okay, maybe we should do the towel hack again over here. I'm gonna bring the wood that we're using on the rest of the house to the kitchen. Maybe for this kitchen I should delete, oh no, that looks kind of ugly. Wait, what if we just add a basic shape up here, kind of like a support beam? No, you know what, let's just keep the door frame. This is looking so cute. Genuine question, is this a bookshelf? Why is it so small? Wait, since when can you resize that bookshelf? Because I had no idea you could. Oh my god, you can resize them. I did not know this. Literally, this is so good because I usually use this bookshelf in the majority of my buildings. I use it, so that's so good to know. I swear I didn't know. I'm gonna delete some of the decorations just so I can replace them with different stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera because I gotta think about what I'm gonna put, you know? I wanna make this kitchen look super cute. Okay, should we keep the green stove or not? Maybe not. Very boring gray stove. I feel like we could do a different shade of green. I don't know why. Now I'm overthinking this. But maybe if we do a more bluish green, like this shade, which is almost looking kind of gray. Okay, something's missing. Like something, I can't see this counter quite right because of the lighting. So I'm gonna do it outside. I'm gonna go from this shade and I'm just gonna start playing with the color wheel a little bit until I find the right shade, which hopefully is gonna happen soon because this video may be a little bit long. I think this is the shade. I'm just gonna do it darker. Okay, that is pretty cute. Yes, okay, yes, this is the perfect shade, literally. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And I'm also gonna paint these counters. I don't know what texture this is, but it looks kind of cute. Is it the flowers? Okay, these are flowers. This looks kind of like granite, which is a very smart way to use the texture. But I'm gonna do a basic marble as well. Okay, so I just deleted the island because we need to change the style of it. Maybe we can do a smaller island instead of having done that. I'm gonna put a table in the middle, or maybe even like a single counter. I think that could work. So maybe we do the modern one because it's sleeker than other counters. I'm gonna do this one right in the middle like that. Like even if you not put a chair under it, because I'm still gonna do. Oh my god, not the texture. This counter, like for some reason being so weird. I don't understand these counters. I for real do not. Okay, but maybe if we do this texture, yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna go for it. I love this tray with the soap, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay, I love whenever this happens, y'all, when you're kind of like building, but suddenly you get some different idea of what you want to do for a house. Because initially I had the idea of keeping basically the same kitchen, which it's still obviously the same. I just deleted the peninsula, but only by doing that I feel like the kitchen looks 70% different from what it was before. That's why I love those random moments. Okay, what if we do the mid-century ceiling lamp? I know this is not a mid-century house, but it's kind of like an odd to it, you know? I think I'm gonna keep the orange on the light. I'm just gonna adjust the shade a bit because we have the orange pillows going on the living room. Y'all, if anybody owns a neighborhood and knows if there's a way of making time cycle, wait, because I would love it. Yeah, I think there's the automatic build mode time also. Yeah, I would love for my build to kind of like be cycling through day and night, even if I'm building, just to see how it looks at both of the times, you know? It would be super cool if we could do that. And obviously you can. I think I just need to change this thing. Yeah, automatic. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, because then I feel like my neighborhood is usually stuck at the same time of day and it's kind of annoying. Okay, y'all, so I was editing this video and I realized almost 20 minutes of video, which normally exceeds the amount of time that I do for a video, you know? So I don't want to do this video very long, so I'm gonna kind of like renovate these rooms that I have to decorate, but kind of like quickly. So I don't know if I want to leave this bed. I kind of like the bedding, I love the pillows and stuff, but I don't like the headboard, so maybe we should only replace the headboard. Let's see if we can do that, because I gotta be really careful with the basic shape. I'm going to also leave the pillows and the bedding that it's already on the bed, just so we don't waste that much time. I'm just gonna kind of like change the color palette for the room and stuff. So I'm gonna go for like a yellow and blue color palette. They're already using some blue on the lamps and stuff, so that's perfect. Okay, let's do kind of like a plaid pillow, but a yellow one. Oh, that looks okay. And the bed is gonna be white, obviously. I love to do the snow texture on the beds. Looks kind of good and like neutral. Maybe we should even leave the same nightstands, because this house, it's kind of like a blend between mid-century style, modern style, and also kind of like rustic traditional style. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the same lamps as I said. I'm just gonna change the texture of the rug, and that's kind of like gonna grab the room. It's gonna tie all together. Okay, period. This looks fine. I'm just gonna put more decorations off camera, but that looks kind of cute. Now let's do the bathroom. As you can see, I already started working on the rooms. I kind of like changed the colors and stuff, so I'm just gonna change, honestly, the shower. I'm gonna do a more modern shower over here, like so. What tiling should we do? I don't think there's any tiling on the house, like except for this one, but this one looks kind of, I'm gonna do this, and I'm also gonna paint this kind of like wall trim over here. Okay, y'all, I'm also gonna leave this sink over here because it's kind of custom. As you can see, it has layers and it's super cute. It's the perfect size. I don't know how they did this sink, but it definitely looks super cute. And like, okay, and last but not least, let's decorate this kid's bedroom. Should I do it off camera? Because honestly, I'm not even doing any voiceovers over the decorating of these rooms. So yeah, maybe I should do it off camera. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna see you on the tour because this video is longer than I expected it to be. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, y'all, and this is the renovation. What do you think? I mean, it looks pretty similar to what the house was before. I just changed kind of like the color palette and the landscaping. Also the roof looks pretty different, which I feel like kind of makes this house look a lot more boring. I feel like the other roof had more personality, but it's fine. You know, it works for our renovation. So you can see I changed kind of like the landscaping. I also added this fence and put some landscaping on the front. The driveway, it's still the same. Also the garage. Oh my god, why is my camera like floating so fast? Yeah, let's see the backyard. On the backyard, I didn't add anything. Like, I thought I would add some sort of grill area and maybe some couches, but nope, didn't add anything. But I did change the landscaping so it looks more fuller and greener. So yeah, let's see how the house looks like on the interior. Let's open the front door and this is how it looks like. Oh my gosh, I love it. It looks super clean, modern. It definitely looks different, but at the same time it's pretty similar because as you can see, we didn't change anything of the floor plan. We only replaced the furniture. So yeah, we have a bit of decoration, the couches. I deleted the fireplace that we had originally over here because I felt like it took a lot of space, and I just replaced it with this TV. The bench is still here with the windows. Over here we have the dining table. This one's also super cozy. Like, I love how it looks like with this trellis on the outside, and I don't know, it's a perfect space. I love the colors. Over here we can see the kitchen. The kitchen, I feel like it's the part that changed the most because we deleted the peninsula and basically added this little island in the middle. I feel like it flows pretty well and it looks good with this kind of like style that we're going for the house. So yeah, I changed the colors for this deep blue on the cabinets and it looks super cute. Over here we have the door for the backyard, nothing too crazy. And yeah, I love this space. What? I feel like it just came together. Everything came together. And over here we have the master bedroom. Oops. So this is how it looks like. There's not a lot of decoration, but I mean, that's how the original house looked like. It's more of a starter house. So yeah, this one looks so cute and cozy as well. The bathroom, which also didn't change a lot. Oh my god, now the yellow rug and the orange mirror. I forgot to change all of this, but whatever, y'all. I just need to finish this video. And last but not least, we have the kids bedroom, which this one also looks a lot like the master bedroom, but it's still pretty cozy. And I love this renovation. What do you think? It's been a minute since I didn't do kind of like this type of renovation, so if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also check out all of the videos that are on the screen right now, and don't forget to comment any ideas or suggestions that you may have for future videos. And with this being said, I'ma catch y'all on the next video. Bye.